powers, got no limitations.
Hey, we back. We live. Welcome back to another episode of BlerdxTrapHouse. We are here, stepping through the trap house, stepping through all the adversity. Back. We black and we ready. This episode is about Monster Mayhem, but before we get to the main event, we are going to start off with some introductions. I am Maul, as always, your friendly neighborhood menace, stepping through the trap house, allowing everybody to come through. As you can see, we are joined today by T.
Hey, it's Miss Tioni, your friendly big titty gal from Jersey. Sadly, I wasn't on stream today with Sims, but I am keeping up with the tradition of last year of cosplaying every time I go live.
Woo!
So I am Carnage. Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Okay, Carnage, let there be blood.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, I am here and ready to talk about these topics.
I wasn't gonna go there, but all right. Speaking of Carnage twins, we got Show Nuff down here. You know, he upgraded now. He able to grab stuff behind the bar. He found himself a Carnage helmet and everything.
Yep.
Look at my boy with his Pepsi out.
You know he's backstage because he got the Pepsi.
Get to hang out in the basement of the trap house, sip a couple Pepsis, get to put a Lego Carnage together, as you guys can see. You know, to match T up here.
Hey, it's all in theme. We all in theme for Monster Mayhem month. And last but certainly never least, we have Princess Mononoke hanging out in the forest. You know, she's our resident, like, let her know. And she be peeping out the bushes, letting niggas know, like, hey, niggas coming up.
Clap, clap. Good job. Good job. Princess Mononoke here. Happy to be here as always.
See, eventually I was going to get it.
Very, very excited about today's topics. Vampires just do something for me, so let's get to it.
So before we jump into it, we're going to start with a vampire anime. It won second place in Anime Awards of the Year last year. Did y'all see Case Study of Vanitas?
No.
Y'all not?
What the fuck is that?
It's a solid anime. Like, I honestly, like, I'm not gonna hold you to, like, the boy love scenes got to be a little much for me. So like I quit about like episode 6 because you can definitely see the, like, there was some definite tones of like, yo, there's a will and won't they between everybody biting everybody because they're vampires, and then the dude is just able to help them cure vampire. It was a weird thing. It was so weird, but it was a really good anime, like a really good vampire anime. Not my favorite vampire anime of the year. Honestly, this anime season has been like a little bit of a letdown. I can't really tell you that I've loved any real animes of this season. Tower of God season 2 was okay, but coming back after 6 years, and then like in the story comes back after 6 years, it just was a lot that they didn't explain. I like Wisteria, Sword and Wand. That was pretty cool. I don't know if y'all seen that.
I've been so I'm never on season with anything. I haven't really followed anything season for season since like Naruto back in the day.
Damn.
Attack on Titan. It's been so long since I've kept up with. If it's not a manga, I'm not up on it. I'm late.
That's right.
Listen, don't get me started on manga because JJK it wasn't a perfect send off.
It wasn't good at all.
It was better than MHA. Was it better than MHA or nah?
It was, but not by much. I mean, it's like comparing poo-poo with corn and poo-poo without. Like it was both. Like, I'm very disappointed. I feel like I gave you my time. I was there every week on time.
Every single week.
If this is what you did to me, don't ever come in my face with nothing new. I'll never do a new project.
Like, you wasted a whole issue talking about the end fight instead of giving me an actual fight that I wanted to see, because these motherfuckers were just like lost for like 7 scenes. You give me powered up characters and I don't get to see them. Like, I'm not dropping spoilers, but I kind of wanted to see more of these strong female characters that you developed come out and be the strong female character that you develop. Don't show me a character like don't Sakura me. Don't tell me Sakura has some like level of genjutsu and chakra control in season 1 and build her up to being like something, and then like you get there and then it's like, oh, you're just gonna heal them in the end.
It wasn't that bad. Now don't compare that to Sakura. That's not a good take.
That's my ultimate letdown when it comes to female characters. Like, you built her up. And I'm not a Sakura hater. All I'm saying is when it started off and they were all on equal footing, it looked like, yo, Sasuke's gonna get ninjutsu, Naruto's gonna get taijutsu, and we're gonna give Sakura genjutsu. And then like you realize this nigga's gonna have a Sharingan. Why the fuck would I give anyone else genjutsu over him? And then you also realize I can't give her ninjutsu. This nigga got a Sharingan. This nigga will know every ninjutsu. So you mean to tell me in any world she's going to be better? And then Naruto on Sage mode. So it's like, even in hand to hand, like, unless you training every day with Rock Lee, which honestly you could have and you should have narratively, you didn't. Like, that would have been your way to catch up. I would have started training with Team 10. I would have had her train up with 1010 and learn some kind of weapons mastery with her level of like expertise chakra. I would have done so much more with Sakura.
That's because you're a man and you don't understand the emotional turmoil she was going through. Okay. Her boyfriend, her wannabe boyfriend had a boyfriend, and she was never going to be able to compare.
She was always the side chick. Let's not call her the girlfriend. She was always the side chick. Who was Naruto's second kiss? Sasuke's side chick.
Look, our girl was stressed, so she had to go learn medicine to get through it so she wouldn't turn to drugs.
And she literally turned to drugs and still didn't do anything helpful. Like, I'm not saying that you needed to be able to throw hands in a general, but in a ninja world, I need you to be like top of the top. Like, you watch all these niggas go out and they best of the best and they barely came back. And you were just like, don't worry, Naruto, you'll save him next time.
Look, okay. Look, we're gonna go into a whole tangent if we continue to talk about JJK and then infuse that with Naruto. We'll be here all day.
We will be here all day. But what were some of y'all favorite animes of the season?
What did I watch that was actually, I guess I watched, I don't know if that's considered in the season. I don't know what's new for the season. I watched The Elusive Samurai. That's the most recent anime.
That actually was new for the season. It came out. They were still dropping it. When I went to Anime NYC, they were actually pushing that as like one of the shows.
Okay, so that is what I've watched this season. I literally have caught up in the manga. I've read all 200 and something chapters. It's been a wild ride. I'm still not sure how I feel about the manga, but the anime is fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, I've just reached a part in a manga where like Naruto's about to say goodbye to Kurama. So I'm not okay. Shona, what you been watching this season?
Unfortunately, I haven't been watching anything because I've been trying to get up on my gaming because I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and a couple other games. Yeah, I'm putting these old hands back to work, man. It's hard out here, man. These boys is terrible.
So we're gonna catch you at the tournament at Marvel Capcom 2 at BlerdxCon? Because you know they're throwing one.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get my skills back up to where they need to be, so that way I've been doing that. And then as far as watching anything, I'm a horror person, so I'm looking forward towards Terrifier 3 because I have started to like Art the Clown, and the fact that Terrifier 3 he's going to be in a Santa Claus outfit. So yeah, looking
So,
forward
as
to
our
that.
resident horror fan, how do you feel about Dawn to Dawn finally getting an anime? Have you read it? Have you watched it? Like, are you excited?
I have not read it, but I would be excited. I will look into it because I love horror. So
I mean, so from what I've heard about it, because I've only ever read the synopsis, like it's at episode 2. Like I want to let it build up to at least 3 because I'm one of those. Like I'm gonna sit there and watch the whole thing. But it's like a girl who likes aliens meet a boy who likes ghosts, and then they go on a paranormal adventure.
Yeah, that's not what I saw. I watched the first episode today, and I'm just telling you, if y'all watch it, do it while you feeling real nice. That's all I'm gonna say. Them visuals, you gonna go on a trip for sure. Very nice, very beautiful, very confusing.
Very mindful. Speaking of very mindful, we're gonna go to our resident chaos agent and ask T, what have you been watching this anime season?
So she hasn't been watching anything, but Dawn to Dawn, definitely. Very good.
She hasn't watched anything. You didn't even finish Tower of God?
I have read Tower of God, which I wanted to talk to you about. That yes, before it became onto anime, before they decided to do it, I read it on Webtoons. And the second season, the whole 6 year jump, they do explain it in the webtoon, just not in the anime. And that's what sucks when most manhwa, manga, webtoons go into anime, they take out so much detail
Yeah.
and so much information that would help it make sense.
Yeah, because like the learn from like where Bond went, and like you like, man, fuck Rachel. And then you finally see her and you like, it's still on site with Rachel, but like
Yeah, no, fuck
6
Rachel.
years, my boy.
He had to go back through the tower.
Right. But like you don't learn that it's 6 years later. You just learn and you're seeing it through a different protagonist. So like coming back in for season 2 that's been this like hotly anticipated, like everybody's been waiting on it. You don't expect it to be 6 years later and they don't give you some kind of like opening to that. Like lead me into this is 6 years later. Let me know that this is like, at least in One Piece, they let you know it was a time skip. Like, give me the option of knowing, hey, we're about to age this character up, or hey, this is happening. Like something. I hate when like anime and manga do the lazy thing of making you like have to look it up and research it yourself. Like, tell me what you want me to know. I'm enjoying the media and the way that you want me to. Tell me how you want me to see it.
Do you want to know like certain information or all the information that they don't put in?
No, so I personally have already gone back to go look it up. Like I intend on going to read it. Like what most people don't know is when I first met T, she was reading Tower of God, and I just finished watching it, like literally the day before. And then I met her, and then she's reading it in a room as we're pre-gaming. And that was our first conversation.
It was fate. It was meant to be written.
It was not Tower of God. It was a different one. A more fucked up one. Oh my god. They would never make that into an anime. Ooh.
have y'all ever read Crossed?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So that's a really good anime for you guys to read if y'all are into the more gore, violent, and well, not animes but mangas. So yeah, super awesome.
Looking
Look
at it,
into it.
I can't say so. If you've ever seen Sweet Home or even read it, that was something that I really enjoyed. And I like that there is something else that came out recently that's like a sequel to that, but like a prequel as well.
Yeah, I need to read more manga because like the Shonen Jump app is like all I be on. And my brother's like, yo, did you read King and Ashura? Did you read King and Max? And I'm like, no, nigga, I have not gotten that far. Like I'm still struggling through Boruto.
I think I enjoy reading much more than watching now.
Yeah, like I started because of Naruto because the ending of it didn't happen. And like the manga had ended almost a year and a half before the anime did. And like I was still somewhere in the like fourth grade Ninja War. And I'm like, nah, bro, like I can't do this. Like we in fillers and everybody else knows how this ends.
Yeah,
Bro.
valid. That is valid. I can't even remember what caused me. I think it was One Piece that really caused me to start picking up manga. I can't sit through the anime. I watch the fights that I want to watch. So
Yeah.
definitely, it's gonna be the manga all the way for me. I'm gonna just see what I want to see. There are very few exceptions.
I mean,
Yeah.
Luffy makes me laugh, so like I can't say the same.
He annoys me. Like there's something that's like, I don't know what organ it is. There's something inside of my body that he touches, and then I get that irritated hot feeling all over my body. He just annoys me so much.
Damn,
So-
that is true irritation right there.
Luffy like is much like the people of Wallachia. Like he wins at big every time at the like fuck around and find out Olympics. Luffy comes out with gold every fucking time because like, and I love that because there be real consequences to what the shit this nigga be doing. It's like you can't go fuck with these niggas. You think you're going to go and free your brother? And he's like, yeah, why wouldn't I be? Nigga, you almost died. I could see how that like didn't go in my favor. But then he goes back and then doesn't learn. And it's like, I want to see how many times you get fucked up.
He has not learned his lesson. It's been 1,000 chapters and not once has he learned his lesson. Besides physical growth, what growth has Luffy displayed that is of note? Like personal growth that has to do with him as an individual and not just his powers.
Absolutely not.
That annoys me. That annoys this. I can't.
That the world is your oyster. You can do what you want
all he
with
wants is
it.
to be free. Like he's not trying to put his ideals, he's a bad guy. He's the bad guy who knows he's the bad guy. He doesn't want to be a hero. He doesn't want to help you. He doesn't want to save it. He just wants to go on his journey.
Right. And tomorrow is going to be awesome because that meat is going to be good. So why does it fucking matter?
Whoa.
Hi, Jay.
So annoyed.
What the hell did I walk into?
You walked in on that
thing I
beautiful
hear,
meat.
Walked into
the first
Luffy
thing, I walked into what?
Luffy slander. I was talking shit about Luffy because he's annoying.
That's fair.
Hey, Brett.
No One Piece fan has ever denied me that. I'll be like, I don't like Luffy. They'd be like, yeah, I can see that. Be across the board.
Because we want to see him become Pirate King. We don't say, yo, he's not annoying. Nothing he does won't make you mad. Like, you grow to fall in love with him, or you grow to fall in love with the story. Like, not everybody loves Luffy.
He has amazing moments. Other than that, he's subpar as a character.
Super subpar. Like, Luffy drops the ball more than the ball goes up. Like, and that nigga, like, and I swear to God, you have everything in front of you. Like, someone told you how to get to the end of the journey. Someone could have told you, and you're like, I don't want to know. And then you go and you get your whole fucking crew blasted.
No, that nigga's so stupid that he knows he's stupid. So he'll deny information because he knows he's too stupid to understand it.
Hey, listen, big group. We talk shit, but One Piece is our shit.
It's like talking shit about your brother. You know, I can talk shit about him. I love him. You can't
I
talk
love
shit
that
about
nigga, but that nigga can
you gotta be a part of the family.
It's just one of them things, you know. He's the annoying little brother. You're just like, God, you irk my ass, but can't nobody do nothing to you in front of me. For
Nah, I
sure.
wouldn't say that though. Like we got a Chris rule in my family. Like it's 7 shots and then we jump in. Like we don't believe in a fair fight, but if it's my youngest brother, you can get him 7 hits and then we jumping in. Like why 7? 7 is exactly the number that nigga deserved. If it's 8, then he
Wow.
got hit too many times. 7 is just about an ass whooping that you deserve because you probably started the fight.
See, no. My bitch is gonna ride regardless. I'm swinging on you immediately at the time of trouble. Not anymore. I'm reformed. I don't do that anymore. I'm just a girl. But
I'm
back
not.
in the day,
It's always on site.
okay, I was
Yeah, if we fighting, then we fight. But
okay.
I am not mad at pushing through the manga.
Latoya got a straight for nothing.
So listen, I'll have to try to push through the manga, JJK, and they got me like, damn, got to get this nasty taste out of my mouth, tasting like my ex Latoya. Latoya definitely caught that stray. However, there are so many better endings than JJK. I think one of my favorite endings of all time is probably Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because it was a satisfying wrap up to their story, not the best ending in the world, but just the best way that they could have ended their story. Like, I was so curious as to how Demon Slayer was going to wrap up. It was a terrible ending. Yu-Gi-Oh! You named the Yu-Gi-Oh! Every Yu-Gi-Oh's had a terrible ending. Digimon does not know how to wrap up a fucking ending in the beginning half. The next one, not looking promising. I could keep going all about like all of my favorite like shows, and I can't tell you that any of them has a satisfying ending.
Cowboy Bebop.
You know it had a good ending. I Kill the Kill. Akame got killed. The manga ending was really good, and I feel like the anime ending ruined it.
So it's much like Soul Eater. When they went with a different ending, how much different could it be? Because with manga,
changed a lot of stuff. It was bad.
Yeah. Like people don't realize like how much different it was in the manga versus the anime. And then when you get there, you're like, I mean, I love the anime, but I don't understand that ending. Courage took her out, and it's like, it should have never been Courage. Like she had courage when she was throwing hands, but she had madness too. Like, and when she was like,
for me, it wasn't even that. It was, how do y'all give Death the Kids his power? And y'all never explained it at all. He used it twice. And one time he used it and he's like, oh, that's like 30%. And the next time he just has it mastered completely. We don't know what it is, where it came from. You figure you find out in the manga. You see the build up in the manga. But y'all just did it.
You give it to him, and it's like I don't want the handed ending of what you think that he should have. I want what he earned. You introduce me to a character, keep that same vibe, keep that same energy, because we love this character and we love watching where he's going. Now show me how this ends satisfyingly, because otherwise you're taking me on a ride that you can't get me to the end of. And if Oda does that, I'm pulling up to his hometown. I'm throwing eggs at his Luffy statue. I'm traveling around to every single statue of the Straw Hats. Everybody's getting egged. Don't care. You let me down, I'm egging your shit.
I don't know if you can run from the whole country, bro. I understand it.
You might not be
alone, but you gotta. That's a lot of people to run away from.
Run, nigga. I'm standing my ground. I'm gonna egg them too. Like, everybody's catching an egg.
Eggs expensive.
$7 a carton, boy.
Yeah, that's expensive as shit.
And I want you to know, I'm gonna be as upset as every $7 carton I buy, because dog, I have been on this One Piece journey since I was 12. I'm a grown man. I have brought my children along. My 4 children ride along this ride. Like my youngest child, my wife was like, yo, you can name whatever you want. And his middle name was almost Law. He was this close from being Law. Like, and I need you to know it changed at the last millisecond to Ren. And it was like, nah, I think having a Ray and a Ren would be so much cooler. So,
Okay.
but dog, when I tell you that if this nigga does not end it in a satisfying way, I'm egging the shit out of every statue and like every One Piece statue I see. I will come back. Every public statue is getting egged. I will not travel into private property and start egging nigga statues, but every public statue, I'm traveling to Japan just to egg it.
What I think is crazy is that you are talking about your crimes in advance.
Exactly.
Definition of premeditated.
One Piece ain't gonna end for another 4 or 5 years, and you over here like Oda.
Female big groups like, damn, is this nigga? How much is this nigga? I am dedicated. Big group. I am here for the long haul. It's a worthwhile journey if you like journey animes. If you don't like journey animes, don't come along this journey with us because it's a very long journey.
You're not gonna get 1,000 episodes in to figure out that you don't like One Piece.
No, and people that say
it's like you got to get through like the first 250. It's 250 episodes before it starts getting real dramatic and serious. Mm-hmm. Before you like the big world shit type happen. That's what that is. The first 25 episodes, I feel are solid. If you don't like the characters and you don't want to say, let's see what these niggas do, then it just might not be for you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're remaking it. It's coming back out with shorter versions and a like more streamlined timeline. Please. So like, if you don't want to join in now, wait. Watch it as it drops. It'll come out respectfully. One Piece is getting a remake because we as the fan deserve it. And you motherfuckers that keep complaining it's too long deserve to see why the fuck we watching an anime for this long. Like, all y'all complain it's too long, it's too long. How the fuck does it have this many fans and growing if it's too long?
Y'all niggas don't watch all of Grey's Anatomy, all of Law and Order, all SVU. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm a part of it. I'm not exempt.
I watched all the Supernatural. That's why I can't say shit.
All of it, except for like the last season. I've seen SVU like 3 times. I've seen new Supernatural 3 times. That shit's 15. That shit is 15 seasons of a 50-minute show. I've seen that shit multiple times. I'm a part of it. You got the time. You ain't got to rush. You don't have to get caught up tomorrow.
I promise you don't. And no one's spoiling One Piece like that. Like, the people who spoil One Piece are the assholes who like want you to feel like, yo, I'm going to drop every spoiler in history. They're the ones that tell you about a fight.
Episode 186, Luffy.
I mean, we can tell you what happened, but it ain't gonna make no sense.
It won't. Because, like, finding out this motherfucker stretches his arm, you're like, all right, I knew that. But why the fuck does his arm stretch? Like, can he not swim? Does he die every time? No, this nigga winds up in water a lot. Like, they have a whole fucking thing underwater. Like, for everybody who's like, well, he's just going to drop in the water and die. That's stupid. That's like saying Goku's just going to go into space and can't breathe. Why would the writers do that?
I don't know, but if you get into One Piece, prepare to be upset. You prepare to be like, why haven't I figured this out yet? I've been here for a long time and I still don't have an answer for these 906 questions that I have.
And the more you watch it, the more questions you develop. You're like, why the fuck is everything so differently sized? Like, how the fuck can Zoro and Odin both hold the same sword? I've never fucking understand that.
Zoro's like 6'4". Odin was like, what,
10 feet? Yeah, Odin was a big motherfucker and shown to be the same size as like a Whitebeard, same size as like a Roger, same size as these big motherfuckers. Odin was a larger than life character.
You know what? Maybe Zoro ain't the question for that because we literally see Zoro work out constantly with the biggest waves that you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, but the sword fits the same size as the regular swords. It isn't a bigger sword.
We're not talking about that part.
Don't focus on that.
You worried
All
about what's
right, we're
going
not
on
talking about
over
Bruno.
there. We over here.
We moving on. Speaking of swords, Bleach come back today. Y'all ready?
I am.
We
I've
get
been
Bleach and
enjoying
Blue
it.
Lock in the same day. Come on now, don't do me like this.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Wow,
The 1,000 Year Blood Art War, whatever the fuck it's
1,000 Year
called.
Blood War is fucking lit.
It is. It is the best that I've ever seen Bleach be, and I'm
Now,
glad.
I
Even
Yeah.
though
love
Bleach ain't been in like the past 6 episodes, which is very okay for me.
No filler, no nothing. We back to the hands. We back to the straight up main story. We cutting it straight dry. It is exactly like the manga, except this time they've given us bankais. Like they've given us bankais that you wouldn't otherwise see. So getting to see Shinji's bankai, that was never in the manga. That was only in the light novel because he's not allowed to take it out around other people because it hypnotizes people. So when you can't tell like your enemy from your friend, it's like, oh shit, like nigga, I can see why you not allowed to use this.
I don't know.
But at some point he had to because that's how you get to captain.
What up, princess?
I don't think none of the stuff. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Well, no, I was literally talking to myself because I was thinking about. See, I'm in a whole other world because y'all are talking about Bleach, and then my mind was like, I don't care about Bleach. Are they coming out with a season 2 to Hell's Paradise? So then
I mean, they're supposed to. They're supposed to. The manga already ended on that one. Like I'm so excited for Hell's Paradise.
my bad.
Hell's Paradise is hype.
Hell's Paradise was lit. I can't wait for like more fall anime. Like I realize like I'm a fan of watching the animes change in the different seasons because some of them just they don't do it for me. Like My Hero was such a ride and a letdown that like once you get here, Deku and Shigaraki fight for longer than Goku and Frieza ever did. This is the longest 5 minutes ever. Like, and I thought that these niggas was going 5 minutes forever. This fight about to last like at least 3 more seasons. Grab a Snickers, like, and I can't even tell you like any anime aside from like honestly, I can't tell you the last anime from last season that I'm excited to see get a season 2 aside from Wistoria, Sword, and Wand. That's it. Everything else could have gotten canceled. I mean, I take that back. I watched a couple things that I really enjoyed. I watched Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World? And that might be it. I might watch like 3 animes this season. The rest of it was just trash.
So I might give a few. I want to see what's up with this new Kenshin anime, or I think it's like a second season. I believe. Get into that. I'm definitely for sure, without a doubt, gonna watch Uzumaki. I don't miss nothing by Junji Ito. It's just not gonna happen. So I'm definitely gonna be watching Uzumaki. Probably today, actually.
Let me know how that is, because like I seen it come up and I haven't watched it. I read the synopsis for it and was like,
I'm gonna definitely play. But nothing else so far has honestly caught my eye. I'm probably gonna keep up with the Dan. These
Don,
titles.
Don.
What are they doing with these titles? Why? Why are they so ridiculous now? If they're not a paragraph, I can't pronounce them anymore.
Listen, some of my favorite, like thing to go do on Crunchyroll is to look through all the long ass titles. Like, why the fuck do these titles be this long? Like, or they be just so weird. Like, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Why does that have 4 parts? Like, why does that have 4 parts? Like, why? Like, what? Like, what? 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 What?
So look at this one. As a
I mean, but is
reincarnated
it though?
Aristocat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. What? That is
Oh
insane.
no. You know what one of my personal favorites is? Do you like your mom and her twin hit multi task ability?
The fuck?
Like they get so weird when you're reading out like all the like long lists of like animes, and that one's an isekai. The mom gets isekai in with the son. The son is embarrassed because the mom keeps like every time they go into a fight, the mom has like a insta kill 2-hit combo, and he's like, "The fuck! Like this was supposed to be my journey, and my mama showed up, and she like instantly shoots everything." Never watched it. I watch a lot of reviews on a lot of random animes.
That's not
That's
like
how I
his
know what I.
content. I don't even like the way it sounds like he got isekai with his mom. I already feel weird because it's an anime. Like that's a red flag for me immediately. So I'm gonna avoid that one. No.
I'm gonna defend is the wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon. The first season is kind of what it sounds like because you got to build the harem. But season 2 and beyond, it gets like super serious. They have like a free to slave arc. They find a bunch of shit in the dungeon. It's like some real life dungeon crawling shit. It's hype.
So
It's like super hype.
when I had restarted my like One Piece journey, because I had fell off at some point, came back into it around the same time like Naruto was ending. I think it was at they had just got to Dressrosa. So they were in the middle of the Coliseum battle. And I think it was
Disgusting. Oh my god.
T's watching Bad Blood in case anyone's curious.
I forgot I wasn't muted.
That's why we've lost our friendly neighborhood Carnage. She's watching wrestling. But yeah, I started watching it and the commercials was coming up at the same time. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I never bothered to watch it. And then by the time I realized it got a part 4. Like, there are so many animes that I don't watch and people love. And I tried. Giselle is shout out to the homie Giselle. She always goes, "Don't yuck my yum." But I don't try to look down on what people like. If you watch something, that's cool. Like Bunny likes Rascal Senpai or something like that. Bunny doesn't dream of Rascal. Like, and I'm like, yo, whatever. And I don't understand why the fuck that's getting part 3. And I still gotta wait on like part 2 of Hell's Paradise. I gotta wait on like season 2 or some shit. And it'd be like, but you horny niggas are eating?
Oh, speaking of,
That's
tell me
because
what the name of that Boy Love one was that we was talking about at the beginning, because you said Boy Love and I forgot to write it down. What was the title?
Oh, the
Boy
case
Love one.
study of Vanitas. It's a vampire anime. It starts
Look it up.
off with them going to
right.
like Paris. It's really fucking like beautifully animated. If not for JJK being the way that it was last year, it probably would have won anime of the year. That's how beautifully animated it was.
Good, beautiful animation, Boy Love. I'm in it. I'm in it to win.
I mean, I knew you would be. Like, that's why I was like, yo, let me let you know about this. Like, I didn't just sit here and watch this for nothing. Like, it's a solid anime and you would enjoy it. Like, it's not like, yo, like this is trash. I don't even know why the fuck this nigga told me to watch this shit. I was into it. 6 episodes deep. And then it
It's
just
Crunchyroll watch list now. Thank you.
I recommend it. Like, I wouldn't even, and it's a black protagonist. So, you know, like that always like, yeah, you're gonna get an extra couple episodes out of me if you give me a black main character. You like, oh shit now. Like we main characters.
All right.
I love black people and main characters as vampires. Castlevania is probably one of my favorite depictions as like, yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Because like I dog, when I got to see it, like some of my friends was like, yo, like we got to cosplay this for BlerdCon. Like, why is this not a thing? Like, they were stylized, they were great, and like I love watching when they don't try to depict us as like the monsters. Like if everybody else can be a vampire and they can be like aristocrats, make us the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
Like don't make me the homelier vampire that's coming through just eating everything. Nah. Speaking of eating everything and being bloody, T has some words that she wanted to say about vampires.
Vampires are not resourceful, okay? Because why do you have to go around biting necks when at least once a month for most women they get their
Wow,
period?
T, that's what we
And
going with
like
that?
they could just have that blood.
What? Yo.
Why do I
I
want?
mean,
Why do I want your discard? Why do I want the blood that's literally to flushing out of the system?
Reduce, reuse,
I set you
recycle.
up, and then that's where you
No.
go with this.
Nothing reduce, reuse, recycle. I know that's right. That's right, T. Yeah.
Yes.
The slogan, baby.
No,
Wow.
I want it fresh. I want it from the source.
It's fresh if you get there
No.
day one.
No, absolutely not. That is not the mayhem that we're talking about for this monster.
No. No.
Listen. You're just not resourceful. Vampires are not resourceful. If they are resourceful,
Maybe it's
they
not
would
about the food. Maybe it's about the experience. Maybe I
Maybe
like
that nigga just ain't being like, yo, I can smell that blood coming up off you. Let me go ahead and gently slide your panties to the side. And
What if the first
Okay,
ever
Mr.
vampire?
Vampire. I mean,
No. Okay, so hear me out. What if the first
why I
ever
wouldn't make
vampire? What if, what if the first ever vampire smelled blood, but he was smelling a woman's monthly, and while she was in bed, because they didn't wear any, took it for the neck, and then that's how like shit started from there. So it's supposed to be down there, but they decided neck. Don't worry, I'll drink my cup of water. It got poured for me.
in every iteration of vampires I've seen, the blood is always the blood pumping. It's getting the vampire going. It's not.
But listen,
It's
but they
not-
smelled
there
the
is some
blood.
something happening.
Exactly. Technically. So like they smelled the blood. So they just
Hey,
got
thank you.
confused.
No.
Listen,
That man was a good husband, but like,
You don't
God
know what he did, wife.
damn.
Dracula runs red lights for sure. For sure.
uh-huh.
without hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Listen, just be more
Listen.
resourceful. I mean, if you're gonna become a vampire, wouldn't you think like, all right, most of the time I can't really go around biting people's neck or stealing blood bags or offering people to have them be my blood bags. Let me just get with a girl whose monthly tends to be heavy. And look at this, I got this shit soaked up for like weeks, and I'm good.
Maybe
Well, maybe
they
do that.
I like biting
Because-
bitches. Maybe it's
Because if
not.
you,
Maybe I'm not that down bad for it.
I mean, they probably do. Because if you think about it, when you go to like the vampire's castle, there's always a bunch of women. So maybe that's why he's abducting all these women, so that way he has a daily, supply, just in case shit may run low.
Like a Capri Sun.
Exactly.
Yo.
Winter's about to happen. I gotta pack up, so I can't go to the town to go get no lunch. I got it right here in the house.
Wow.
For real.
On deck.
This was
Gotta
not
keep it
the
on
Monster
tap.
Mayhem I expected when I started this.
Very mindful.
It is,
Very
man,
resourceful.
you are monsters.
Very
Yes.
demure.
Not demure at all.
Not demure.
Be ratchet.
I feel like
Very
she's all-
ratchet.
There is a community for that, okay?
I'm
Yes.
sure there is.
I'm sure there is.
I'm not saying that they're right, but they are out there.
They can take a
Jesus.
tampon that's really soaked. That's a tea bag. You put that in a pot, you're good.
And you don't have to strain it.
Exactly. You don't. No straining necessary. It's like the best thing ever.
Wow. Now I knew this was going to be a wild episode, but I didn't expect you to get nah.
Get your peoples. Y'all get your peoples. Y'all get your peoples.
Nah.
This is why girls love vampires. They don't have the same complaint as you mortal
Now-
men.
Now, listen, I'm more of a werewolf woman myself, but like a vampire, come over once a month. Relieve
Yeah, I'm
me
sure
of
they
my
don't mind
pain,
either.
and listen, it's working as a two-way thing. Like you're relieving our pain and our stress, and we technically don't even have to waste products and waste money on buying the products. And yeah, well, it works out.
She's got a point. It's environmentally friendly. We're not filling landfills.
Thank you. Thank you. We're thinking about the earth. We're thinking about our future, our kids' future.
You didn't turn the whole monster into like your personal enjoyment.
It's so ghetto here.
This man riding around with a straw in his pocket, like, yep. About
What's
that
good,
time.
big mama? You know what time it is? I came up with that thing. What it do, baby girl? Like, it's a monster. Like, well, I thought we were talking about killers. I thought we were talking about impalers.
I am so afraid
mean,
for
he
Dracula
can
to tell a
impale,
bitch to
too.
sit on his face for that reason.
Do you
Listen,
see that face? That is a beard I would like to grab. Come on.
Mhm.
Look at that face.
Hey, Steven, you know what you need, dog? You need to get the gel up in there. Just go ahead and
It's
shape that thing up. Make it real nice and pointy.
it's
There you
been
go.
close. It's
There you go.
definitely been
True.
about
Back when he had the loose hair, he used to look like Eddie Murphy in the Black Vampire movie. What is the Vampire in Brooklyn? That's
Brooklyn
the
Vampire in Brooklyn.
holy
Yes.
shit, he did.
All right,
Never
now we
thought
need
about
throwback
that.
photos.
I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna find it. We have to show the masses that picture. He was curling.
Hey, look,
that
if
as
you
a
want to bring
Christmas
that
gift.
look back from Thriller Madness in March, we not mad for you, brother. Because clearly she didn't already told you that's a face she want to grab and ride. So take note.
Hey,
In case
Nah,
you missed the BDSM episode last week.
Yeah, I'm trying not to take it back there because he know what's up. He don't need to be told.
I mean,
I don't
of
remember
course
that
he do. That's why
episode.
I got a kid already.
Oh, that's why you have a kid, literally. Gotcha.
See,
See, like what? They do have intercourse.
I'm saying he was that way one night and it just streamed it, and that's why you got that specific kid.
Nah, that one probably got put someplace else. Let's move on.
I am so intrigued right now. No, please do go on.
Is
no, we so
is this what we're doing?
we're gonna talk about Dracula for a second. We're gonna
The
look, it's the
Impaler?
bad guy. It's Mikey. Look.
Woo!
So the conversation.
Nah.
got
This
freaky.
nigga owes us an explanation as to where he been. Hold up.
No, the conversation got freaky and Mikey showed up all of a sudden. I don't know.
Mikey pulls up and he's like,
You know what?
wait a minute. We eating bitches out with straws?
Girl,
Right.
what?
We're sitting on faces, is what you're saying. Oh, here I go.
What?
He heard his alarm and said,
You
ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Do you want to hear what we were talking about, Mikey?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying that vampires need to be more resourceful and suck and feed on the woman's period like every month.
What?
See?
That was perfect.
Now,
but you know,
now hold on. Wait, hold on. That's a free meal. That's two
but
free
you know,
That's two free meals.
have y'all
Thank
ever
you.
look up Nosferatu?
Yes.
I
Like,
thank God
so-
first.
So like the whole premise is he invite my man over to say, hey, I'm going to move next to you, and I know you got a wife. So we need to do something. And he's like, oh, hell no. So he's trying to get back home to tell his wife, yo, bitch, we got to move. This nigga is crazy coming after you. And that's the whole premise, is that she's feeling some type of way because she's like, oh, I'm having dreams like this man's going to come in the nights and slurp me up. And the husband's trying to get home to her. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm with Steven. Like, how do I fight this nigga? This nigga's undead. I can't beat an undead nigga that's gonna eat you out on your period. Like, man, we both ain't shit. Because like I'm out the house. Like, what am I supposed to do on this time of the month? You mad now? You calling over your side nigga because you bleeding and shit? Like, why do I compete with that?
I mean, would you rather be doing?
No, I would not rather be doing.
Okay. So then why not let us give back to the community?
Because I follow traffic lights.
Safe.
See, I stop at the red lights. See, I get those yellow warm lights, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should slow down here. We hit that red light, and it's like, oh, we stopping. Got it.
Stop your woman from feeding the homeless.
Exactly.
That nigga ain't homeless. He got a castle.
You don't know that.
He does.
You don't know that.
Every depiction of Dracula I've ever seen had a castle.
Don't count
or at least a penthouse. In Brooklyn, that nigga had a penthouse. And that's a castle in New York.
Okay,
and he has money.
House rich, cash poor. He doesn't have anything to buy food with.
Exactly.
He's not buying food anyway.
He's not buying.
Exactly.
He's seducing.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to be letting this nigga break into my house because, like, it's her time of the month?
Maul, we lost. We lost
And
already.
let's not
about it. We gotta stop.
Let's not forget to mention that when he invited the husband over, he was like, "Oh yeah, my boy is already buying the property next door to you as we speak. So it's gonna take you 3 days to get home. So I advise you to move fucking quick." And he's like, "Whoa, I didn't even know." So that's horrible. He got bread.
So speaking of Nosferatu, did you know that when Bram Stoker originally wrote and researched all vampires, the reason that there are so many different depictions of what vampires can and can't do is because these niggas threaten to sue them? Like, that's why vampires can't cross water. That's why they can't enter in the houses. That's why they can't, like, they sparkle in the sunlight. Everyone is different because they have different depictions because it's cinematic.
They sparkle in the sunlight.
You know, Jamal, this is the second time you've mentioned Twilight. Are you a fan?
Yes, are you?
So I have read the books and I've watched the movies. I was in a relationship with a girl who I was very much in love with at a time in high school. And she was a fan. And I was a simp.
She had to read books about sparkling vampires.
Dog, I read the whole fucking thing. I listen, when I tell you I was a simp, I was a simp. Like,
damn, you read a book?
You can say that the books are better than the movie and that'd be okay.
I only read the first one.
Okay,
I never made it.
Good. We're good.
I think I've seen all of the movies, or it's 3 of them. I've seen at least 2 of them.
There are 4 movies.
Damn, you're coming in with the correction.
Not my thing.
Wow. All right.
He said, "Hold on."
Not my thing. Go off, King.
Go off, King is like,
listen, because at one point I was watching it, and then my sister walks in, and then she starts watching it. So then she became a fan. So it was like after I broke up with the girl, and it's like, all right, cool, I'm done with this. I ain't got to do this shit no more.
So
she's
wait
like,
a minute.
Run this back, Playboy.
At the beginning of that, you said that you were watching it, and your sister walked in and saw you watching it.
Yeah, so it was sometime after high school. She was.
So the girl wasn't even around, and you were watching it.
What part of a simp did you not hear, T?
I just want to hear it again. That's all.
Like, she had me on the phone as we watched it together. What part of a simp did you not hear?
Wow.
Damn.
You said that on the podcast. You could have kept that in the dome.
Exactly.
Could not.
Nobody even asked.
We're all open here. We're all open here. It's cool. I'm not gonna judge
You
you.
know what? This is a safe space.
I'll never judge you. That's all you need.
No
But you
judging,
know what?
I'm just saying that you don't have to share every detail.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you gotta let niggas know how you were in life. So when they like, yo, you're an asshole. Why are you like this? Because
You
at
were a
one
simp?
point I was
Oh,
simping hard.
that's not.
No, like some stories are not meant to be told.
I mean, it didn't end. That story has some twists and turns to it.
Listen, no,
M. Night
no,
Shyamalan.
no.
It does.
We wanted to hear Anne Frank's story, not that one.
I mean, it's better than Anne Rice's stories. Like, Interview with the Vampire is
Hold on.
generally written well, but not always the same way. Like, he definitely ate period blood in Interview with the Vampire. Don't know if y'all read that or not, or if y'all just seen the movie.
He
But
did.
No, I read it. I did.
yeah.
Please, Lord.
I got that book right on over there. Showed up.
It's lost in the woods somewhere.
Oh no, it's not lost. She knows where it is.
Oh,
No,
she
I
got that
didn't.
motherfucker.
Don't make me go get it. It's right there.
Locked in. Locked
You
in
ain't
on
gotta
the location.
prove nothing to nobody. We believe you.
Listen, I keep my
We're not gonna
copy
question it at all.
of Art of War sacred. Jasmine keeps her copy of Interview with the Vampire sacred.
No,
Got our
technically,
stuff.
it's Memoirs of a Geisha until I learned all
Oh,
the controversy.
yeah. I was about to say that's her shit.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own. It just so a friend of mine when we were heading into Afghanistan had a bunch of like Kindle books, like ebooks, and I bought a Kindle like going down. So I read like so many random stories. That's how I read a series of unfortunate events. I finished the Hunger Games series. I finished a lot of books. Like I was crushing books in that Kindle. I was reading like a book every like 4 days or so. I had a lot of fucking free time. Don't have that same free time now. What is y'all's favorite and what is your least favorite depiction of vampires? We're gonna start with Mikey. Go. Yeah. Nah, you late. Now you gotta do some work.
My favorite and then least favorite.
Favorite and least favorite.
I don't have any of that prepared off the top of my head. I don't think. I don't know if you can count them. I think they were vampire. My least favorite is I think the I Am Legend vampires.
Mm.
Were they vampires?
Yeah, they were vampires. Technically,
I feel like they were vampires. Like they couldn't come out in the sun. They definitely ate niggas. Like you didn't see them suck blood, but you seen them like attack in hordes.
They were vampires. It was because they weren't any other kind of monster. They weren't zombies or anything else. They were definitely vampires.
Yeah, because zombies could at least come out in the sun. I ain't never seen a zombie that was afraid of sunlight.
What about ghouls? They were ghouls.
They are vampires.
I mean, wouldn't ghouls make them just undead though? Like, aren't ghouls undead versions of like reincarnated?
They're like the nicer versions of skeleton or zombies, like the in between. Like that. Okay, there you go. There you go. I got it. Your turn.
What's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite? My favorite would have to be probably the vampires in Castlevania. Easy. Like Dracula was definitely one of my favorites. I liked Alucard. I liked how they depicted black vampires in general. I was a huge fan. I was not a huge fan of the vampires that were depicted in 30 Days of Night. They were very like homely. They were very mangy. It wasn't like a very like I don't know where the fuck they came from. And for there to be like 6 months of darkness, that movie should have slapped harder. There should have been hordes of vampires that flooded the sky. Like they could have done that so much better than what they did. And for that one dude to just turn into a vampire and then just turn into like super like he turned into Super Cena. This nigga turned into John Cena in the end and just one man versus an army of vampires, and you won. Wasn't a fan. Did not think that was like my favorite depiction of vampires, and I would honestly say that at least you got to cut a good couple scenes in Twilight where these sparkly motherfuckers did more than just sparkle. But nah, 30 Days a Night let me down. See what you got. Favorite and least favorite.
Least favorite would have to be the fucking vampires in Skyrim. I hated playing those shits. Favorite would have to be.
Hey, I was a vampire from Skyrim.
Fuck them wholeheartedly. I hated that shit. Favorite would have to be the black lady.
What black lady?
Teeth in every orifice.
I know a black lady. Which black lady are you talking about? I know a couple.
Like a black lady with teeth in every orifice sounds terrifying.
Isn't that from Castlevania Nocturne?
Oh, that
Yes.
black lady.
The one with the pink hair.
Oh my god.
Drota.
Thank you.
Yes. Yo, did you see that Funko Pop for her? Needs it. I
Alright,
need.
keep going. I got the munchies. I want food.
Cool. Show enough. I know you've been excited to tell us. Go on, big dog. What's your favorite and least favorite vampire? Look at him, that
Damn.
boy ready.
Well, no, I wasn't even ready. I was thinking, like, damn, what would be my favorite? Because,
I mean, we can skip
like,
you and come back to you if you need more time.
Well, I can probably go off the top of the head. So I
No,
would
nigga,
say
you weren't getting more time.
no. I'm just like I would say like the vampires from like Underworld because I like vampires that are strong or like let the right one in. Vampires like that. But vampires I don't like. After T said it, it made me think about it. Like the vampires from Skyrim, trash. Like I became a vampire because I thought how cool it was going to be a vampire, could suck blood and get all these powers. I couldn't do anything in Skyrim. I had to cut the fucking game off because I died every single time I started it. Because it was daytime every fucking mission and you instantly die.
And then trying to cure the shit.
I don't know why this meme has been so goated today, but god damn.
And you can't even reverse it. It was just horrible. So the game is just dead from that point on.
This comment was hella late too, but I mean, yeah. That's why you didn't get extra time, Mikey. You strolled in late.
Okay, best friend.
And he still didn't tell us his favorite.
No, he just said his least favorite. This nigga muted.
Y'all kept going. No.
You
we
thought
were gonna keep that. We were gonna keep that.
No. You had to say your favorite. We were gonna come back.
Sorry, love. You've been holding it down, being great. Shout out to all the parents. You're doing great jobs.
Fuck them kids.
We got two parents on the goddamn panel, and they are doing a great job. Best they motherfucking can. All right. But Mikey, what's your favorite vampire? Before T keeps telling us how it's always FTK. Damn, baby.
Yeah. Fuck them kids. See. More about that.
So my kids ain't coming to your house this weekend.
That's completely fine. Oh, right. So I like the depiction they have for the vampires in Vampire Diaries because it's one of my favorite actual vampire media shows that I actually sat and watched. That and the original.
I was gonna say that too.
Really?
Yes, I am a big fucking vampire nerd. Actually, well, at least that. Anything else?
Oh, you like vampire love stories? Were you sad when she hooked up with Damon instead of Stefan?
I like Damon.
Yeah, you're part of the problem. J. Will, what's your favorite and least favorite? Because that nigga was terrible.
Nope. Keep going. Just keep going. J. Will, your favorite, least favorite.
favorite vampire is Blade. Nobody else gonna say it. But,
I let it rock. I let it rock.
Fuck you too, damn.
Yeah. Honestly, I really like the vampires in Castlevania too. Like they're really good. And I love a good, smart, like mature, meticulous villain that's not doing a bunch of screaming and yelling. That's smart. I think my plan, and I work my plan. And
Yeah, I took a year and I came back with my plan.
I think my least favorite vampire. Probably Twilight. Why the fuck are my vampires sparkling? Sparkling in the daylight. Why aren't you dying? Why aren't you burning? Pass. Hard pass.
And that's where it's like, that's the movie magic of it. Because if Bram Stoker's estate did not say, I'm going to sue the shit out of you for anything even remotely to his original work of art, because Bram Stoker was the first one to put out about vampires as a whole.
Let me tell you how I heard you the first time you said it earlier, and I still don't care. I hate it. It's a terrible, terrible idea.
You tell me you're going to sue me, and I'm coming up with a terrible idea. But it made millions of dollars.
That don't make it a good idea.
Did that boy go from sparkling to Harry Potter
that don't make it a good
Batman?
idea.
Don't matter. That nigga went to Harry Potter.
Batman is no defense for me. Y'all shot me as Batman. There's no defense here. Y'all shot me twice.
They shot you
twice. Once in the face.
I mean, so in my defense, that was probably my fault for making too many New Jersey jokes. So I'm gonna have to take the L on that one and apologize, because she missed her cue because she apparently heard too many New Jersey jokes, but she didn't hear her cue.
I was injured, and you expected me to perform at
First of all,
here?
I didn't even know that you got injured that day, the day before. I wasn't there when you fell. I don't know where the fuck I was.
But after. And it wasn't like the knee was covered. I was in a cover up in a bikini. You could see my knee.
All right. So if we gonna keep it a buck, if you walk out in a bikini, do you think anyone's looking at your knee?
I was covered. You couldn't see the bikini. Why are you raising your hand?
You weren't covered. You were dressed like the bear from Danganronpa. But all right, go off.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Oh no, sorry, I was cutting my mic back on. That was it. I was cut my mic back on.
But yeah, the Twilight vampires suck.
Fuck them.
Yeah, nah, they were terrible.
You know, have you ever saw this movie called Powder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Powder.
Yep, that's the exact same way they looked on that fucking movie. Those fucking vampires.
Yeah. They look like the main villain from Black Lightning. Like they were always at one point about to jump out and call me a monkey, and I expected it. Like every time I was like, oh shit, this is where we at now. All right, bet. They were pale as fuck though. Like I get that y'all can't have sunlight and the lack of melanin, but like, yo, they were pale. And like, if I'm a vampire, why the fuck wouldn't you move to Alaska? You have 6 months of like no sunlight.
Because nobody's there.
Because there's nothing but criminals, crooks, and people who could kill you in Alaska. Alaska is cutthroat. Not going there.
Right.
No, right.
I'm not trucking around with that. I'm gonna be somewhere like in the Midwest.
Nah. The niggas stayed in Wallachia.
Maybe like Western mountain areas. I'm not fucking around with Alaska.
That's bullshit. Because in the Midwest, everybody has a gun.
See,
that's fine.
Now you're asking some
Like
really
you
small
make it
questions.
sound like the Midwest ain't dangerous.
But I'm saying in Alaska, they
There's
shoot
people there,
darkness
though.
6 months out the year. I'm not fucking with them. They are some shooters, some hitters. I'm not no.
Have
They
you ever
shoot.
noticed
They
that no
live in dark.
vampires live in urban areas?
That's not true. Eddie Murphy lived in New York. That nigga lived in Brooklyn.
Well, he got shipped to Brooklyn, and he's also black. But all those white vampires, they're never near urban areas. They don't go near black people. They say, no, stay away from the niggas.
First of all, you don't think that's a dead giveaway that the pale man that lives up on the hill and people keep dying around him? You don't think that'd be a dead giveaway for all of us to move the fuck away from that? Like, you can move to the hood, and the hood is gonna move away from you. Like, how much spooky shit do you have to see before you like, nah, I'm out? Like, I want you to know, before we got on, T has definitely told me that if some supernatural shit goes down, she is hanging up as fast as she can and praying, not calling my wife, not alerting the authorities. She's
Hey,
praying.
listen, I said I would text her.
Me and my wife have already discussed this. We will leave this bitch. We've been in this house for years. We will leave this bitch in a minute. The second we start telling each other that some shit is happening in here.
Goodbye.
You can't
I'm
explain.
gone.
So what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And it wasn't that. All right, come on. We gone.
Yeah. Like, me and Brittany have always said that if the kids ever come up and say, I see something, then it's an instant we out. Like, we cannot stick around. We can't say nothing. Like, kids are more spiritually in tune. So, like, if you say you see a spirit, we out. And our kids know not to fuck around like that.
See, you got to teach your kids how to deal with spirits because kids see stuff like that. They still have, I feel like kids still have like a level of innocence where they haven't become tainted by the world, where they can tap into that supernatural shit a little easier than we can.
Yeah, well, my kids don't like anything but YouTube. So if these ghosts and spirits ain't popping up as a YouTube video or Bluey, you ain't getting seen, my dog. Like, you better come in with a song and a dance, be on Gracie's Corner or something. Like,
Listen, I believe it was easier before to like trick kids, but now it's not when it comes to that kind of stuff.
These kids got the internet.
yeah, they smart as shit. Like, kids will tell you, nah, I'm not doing that. Let me call my mama. The fuck, nigga, you 5. You got an iPhone? Why your phone nicer than mine? Like, and I've seen that too. Like, I had an old phone and a kid pulled out an iPhone on me and told me I needed to upgrade. And I was like, well, goddamn. Like, let me get my shit together.
Little nigga, can you square up? Because who you talking to?
Look down at him like, what you trying to get into?
So speaking of what we try and get into, we gonna go with our last but never our least, Princess Mononoke. What you got for us as your favorite and least favorite vampire?
See, first of all, I love that you said what you're trying to get into because you already know. All right. So first
I
of all,
already know. That's why we had to leave off with you. That's why I couldn't ever forget you. Like, you were waiting this whole time. We had you queued up. We had to leave everything else out. So whatever you got to say, you got time for. Go for it.
My least favorite. Oh, it's so tough. I don't know. What is my least favorite? I love them all. I guess I don't want to piggyback and say Twilight, but in like vampire media, that's definitely probably going to be at the bottom. And maybe like the original Interview with a Vampire movie, it was wax sauce. Was not feeling that.
Yeah, they left a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor.
Indeed. So very whack. Felt more like, I don't even know. I'm not even going to go
dialogue with the vampire.
Yeah.
Not an interview.
So in my favorites, I'm going to be the outlier and say Dusk Till Dawn. Quentin Tarantino, I know it's a terrible, terrible person, but from Dusk Till Dawn, I was way too young to be watching that movie, but that was my shit.
We got old bitches, young bitches, little bitches, big bitches.
I have no business, but that is my ultimate favorite. And I just want to say real quick as a sidebar, as a number 2, I was going to say Lestat because he used to get my little young heart throbbing back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah. And, our girl Aaliyah, that's when I knew. That's when I knew who I was. Okay.
Oh, R.I.P. Is Brittany somewhere out there like, no, Aaliyah dying made me so sad and I cried all day. And
first of all, so did I. My mother came from the grocery store and told me, because this is before the internet, and I just sat on the couch and cried for the rest
that's
of the
because
day.
y'all are from Detroit. Like, that did not hit the rest of the world the same way. Like, the rest of the world was kind of sad, but y'all niggas felt like y'all lost, like, a part of y'all. Like, y'all were like, yo, like, Chicago and Detroit have never fully recovered from that.
And not Baby Girl Forever, R.I.P.
Yep, and they dropped her music video.
She did all day on the radio every birthday. Still.
Listen, when I ride through Detroit, all I hear is Cash Doll, Eminem, and Aaliyah. All right.
You are not even hearing Eminem when you ride through Detroit. First of all, that's a lie. Nobody's playing.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a lie because Brittany always searches out Eminem. That's her go. All right. As far as rap goes, like if Eminem is even slightly on a commercial, we not allowed to change that commercial.
That's fine, but the city of Detroit is not riding around listening to Eminem.
Not even a little bit.
You know how long it's been living in Detroit? It's been
probably a long time.
That's your answer right there.
It's been a solid 3 years.
That's our justification in saying that.
It was just Brittany in the car with you. That's why you were hearing Eminem.
We just haven't been. She haven't been home for all the ratchet street shit we got going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't heard all the T Grizzly and all the extra.
I think we worked our way through that too.
Oh no!
I am a DC, give me my go-go all day long kind of ass nigga. Like, I know y'all hate it when y'all come here.
Side of baby over here.
Hey, listen, you give me a side of mumbo sauce, some go-go, and I am straight. I am home. Like, I am who I am.
I'm gonna need some wingdings with some chili cheese fries, and I want the chili and the cheese touching my wingdings.
Nah, I need the mumbo sauce. I need the 3 chicken wings with the mumbo sauce and the fries, like mumbo sauce all over the fries.
No, I need my grilled chicken pita with bacon, with my grilled chicken pita, no tomato, add bacon, and my chili fry with my lemonade, light ice.
Once you at the carry out, you can get the half and half. You can get the wings. You can get the fries. You get the steak of cheese. You get the steak of cheese egg roll. You get regular egg rolls. You can get like. Oh, I'm about to go hit me a check.
With egg rolls.
Yes, yo, egg rolls are loved down here, dog. Like they
love some egg rolls for real. Y'all are an egg roll family.
Like my nigga was hunting for egg rolls. Sad that they weren't at BlerdxTrapHouse.
She was so mad. She was like, "Why are there no egg rolls here? Where is the egg roll people? Like, is there no Chinese food nearby?" And I'm like, "Damn, there's a Chick-fil-A up the street. There's there's this, there's that. Ain't no goddamn egg rolls. Like, middle of Virginia." Yo, I'm telling you, if we're drunk and egg rolls are an option, we'll have 4.
I mean,
minimally to start.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Like,
some of the Conies here serve corned beef egg rolls, so we get it.
Nah. There was this place down in Norfolk that we went to as we were like bar hopping, and they had like custom egg rolls. These motherfuckers had like pepperoni and like pepperoni pizza egg rolls. They had steak and cheese. They had like jerk chicken. They had some bomb ass egg rolls. They had strawberry cheesecake egg rolls. They had like there was some bomb ass fucking egg rolls.
You and Brittany need to make the green book for egg rolls so we know where to go.
Listen, for our for the baby
You
shower,
egg
like it
dick.
was last minute, and she was like, "Well, what do you want to make?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think I can make some egg rolls real quick." Man, them motherfuckers fucked them egg rolls up. Like we had some leftover jumbo like crab meat, so I rolled it up into some egg rolls, made some like crab egg rolls. Niggas was mad as shit. They didn't take more. They was like, "Damn, nigga, why you ain't tell me this was so good?" We will fuck up some egg rolls, dog.
That's not good.
Come BlerdCon, we might have to make and bring some egg rolls. I'm already considering like getting an air fryer just because like this Costco down the street, dog.
He about to be like,
Catch me in my room. I'm gonna have my whole air fryer. I'm gonna have some egg rolls, some mozzarella sticks, and some shit in there.
I'm just
So it'd be
saying.
like,
I'm just saying. You do all that. You make some butter to like brush over them.
hey, listen, don't threaten me with a good time because I live down the street. I got a grilled cheese maker. We could buy bread. We could buy bread, some cheese. We'd be up there eating infused grilled cheese sandwiches all night. Look at T's face. She's like, "You had me at food, and then you caught me with infused." She tuned out the whole fucking conversation like we aren't on a podcast, and then she goes, "Infused grilled cheese, you say?"
But it was the fact that y'all made eye contact because she stopped looking like this.
We've been friends for the last 3 years. I know how to get tea.
Where can we get that at?
BlerdCon 2024.
2024. It's gonna be a Trap House only exclusive. HNIC might be able to pull up, bring their own bread and cheese, but like, nah, I'm gonna hit the deli. I'm gonna get some good cheese, like the Munster, the Gouda, the good shit, the shit that melts, the shit that tastes like, oh shit, like we gonna have some real fucking sandwiches.
Sounds wonderful.
I have a bread maker. I keep forgetting that.
I just
How
want
the
to
fuck
know
do I
that the
forget I have a bread
infused
maker?
stuff, I don't care about anything else. Just
be doing
infused
shit.
stuff.
Bring your
own boobs and
Bring your own bread and cheese, nigga. B and C is not.
It was about to go so bad with T. It was going so bad.
No, it already went.
That C was gonna have all of us like, whoa.
Dog, if I could swear I heard her mumbling boobs and coochie. Like,
yes.
No, actually, I said boobs.
It wasn't boobs and coochie. That's what it was.
Clearly, I heard coochie, and then I was not listening.
She said boobs.
Not to my room. Don't bring them to my room unless they bring in extra supplies. Last time I seen some boobs try to take a nigga out in a room, and I was like, oh. Were y'all not there when that happened?
I don't remember.
No, we were not there for the breast assaults.
Yo.
Was I there?
When he almost died with the breast, and then she almost like.
No, I heard about it. I had left.
Listen.
How people who weren't paying attention, they were all in when they heard that. They said, almost died by.
Yeah, I don't know what you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
To be fair, I was drunk the whole weekend. I don't remember anything.
I too was fucked up that whole weekend, but like, what Brittany said, what she said.
Oh,
yeah,
I remember.
Oh, now you remember that. Yo, I don't think
no. You
there are
like
things that you can forget. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a file cabinet I had to search through. I remember. Yeah.
Yo, if a Bayonetta ever tries to take out a nigga on a bed, all respect to Bayonettas out there. Every cosplayer of Bayonetta, you know who you are, girl. Like, I ain't even going to throw you out there. But god damn, we had a great time at BlerdCon last year. Speaking of BlerdCon, Guess who got approved? Guess who's coming back? Guess
Oh my
who is going to
God.
be at BlerdCon this 2025, baby?
Oh, he said the year right. I'm proud of you.
I did say the year right. I'm trying to be the adult. So we will be at BlerdCon 2025. We are hosting our anime court for the third time. This is year 3. Me and Mikey will be back for year 3. This time it is anime court. Is Jack Skeleton a villain? Is Jack Skeleton innocent? I will not be playing the role of Jack Skeleton for once. I know, right? This time I'm Oogie Boogie. This nigga's going down.
Oogie Boogie Man, whoa.
It's crazy to have a criminal trying a criminal.
Whoa. A criminal?
I mean, whatever. That's wild.
I mean, it is what it is. And if you join us, it's going to be even wilder on Saturday. That is our panel on Friday at, I believe, and
8 p.m.
don't quote me on this, 8 p.m. Thank you, T. Thank you, Carnage. And if you think that's wild, on Saturday, we will be back with our next panel. Saturday morning, unfortunately, 10 a.m. So all parents out there will have to join us for a special roundtable as we talk about, well, not all of us, some of us, because these two niggas are irresponsible. Yeah, see, that's why you're not gonna be up there.
I don't take him.
That is why she won't be there at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. on Saturday, we will be hosting our Your Next, raising the next generation of blerd kids. What it's like to have your kid coming to a to a con, cosplaying, starter animes, everything that you might want to ask another blerd parent, and you just don't have the opportunity. Like, you don't ever get to speak. Like, when you go to these cons, I don't think I talk about my kids a lot. Like, when I'm there, it's like, oh, where are your kids? Fuck them kids. They gone. Let's go party. Like, and those are my exact lines for 72 hours as I'm at BlerdCon. Mikey can attest. He's been near. He has driven me back. Hella drunk. And every time he's like, well, what about your kids? What about, nigga, if they ain't here, they ain't here. We stopping to get McDonald's for us. This ain't about everybody else. We partying for us. And we have done such.
I just want to say that I'm not included in that. I don't want to be like, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not a bad guy. You know? Like,
okay, thank you, Wreck-It Ralph.
All of that.
Thank you, Zangief.
All of that is fuck them kids. I'm just like, oh, well, they ain't here. I ain't got to worry about them. Like, I didn't say fuck them
Says
kids.
the guy who defended Gambino.
I sure did. I'd do it again.
That's the bad guy. He will not be speaking at our Saturday panel. It probably will be me, Shonuff, Princess Monohoke, and we will be there answering questions. We will have all the bright energy of a Saturday morning from being hungover the next day.
Just like waking up with your kids, no problem.
Just like it. Like, can't guarantee that I'm gonna be at my best, but I can't guarantee that I won't be there either. I'm gonna be right there, 10 a.m. hoping to see y'all there. That's pretty much it for my announcements. I got nothing else aside from we will be. Shit, no, I do have something. I will not be here next week. I will be at Anime USA next week. And Mikey also won't be here. Mikey's going to be separate. Mikey will be at GalaxyCon Nightmare Weekend Richmond. So
I will.
So
yeah, you got tickets.
That don't mean he's going.
He is the Trap House representative. I cannot make it out to that one because we have a pre-existing panel.
To go. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look at that peer pressure kicking in. Kids, don't follow in his lead.
I mean, somebody has to go to check out our competition. Somebody's got to go see how things are. Somebody's got to let us know how the panels are and everything like that. And that's what the bad guy does. He goes in, still game plans. He comes back. He brings it back to the crew.
What fuck?
He's red from the Rancho Carne Toros. Stealing from the Clovers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mikey's always the bad guy. He's the scapegoat for everything that I do.
That is fine.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't like you judging me, J. Will.
I'm judging myself because once you
Did Cody
said
just come out?
I knew who you were talking about. I'm judging myself because I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said it. I was mad that I got the reference so easily.
That's the jail.
Get ready for domination.
That's what we're gonna do to the panels. That's right. Let's go, Toros.
Yeah. And honestly, if you missed last year for our anime court, we had such a great time. We put it up as far as a video. Shout out to Zaya who filmed the whole thing as the Vegapunk in the front. But yeah, we're hoping to do the same thing last year. So we are trying to pack that motherfucking room until we get moved down to the main stage and everybody has to see us and hear us. I think we can do it. So if you're looking for us this year, we'll be back in the Jefferson room. And we're going to keep packing that motherfucker until I get up in Hilton's face and say, hey,
Roosevelt.
deserve that main stage.
I don't think that's the
Roosevelt
right.
room.
Roosevelt. Wrong president.
Roosevelt.
See?
This is why you have a
Y'all
team.
know I don't get my presidents right.
This is why you have a team.
This is why I have a team. Because otherwise I'd be like, yeah, wrong president every time. Nigga, it's the Jackson room. And y'all like, Roosevelt. Jefferson. Roosevelt. Eisenhower. Nigga, how many presidents are you going to go through? It's Roosevelt.
They are the same, damn it.
No, they're not. Teddy was the best.
Right. Everybody but Teddy was not the best.
The best president?
We're getting
At the time
sidebarred.
that he was alive and the America that was needed, Teddy was the best.
I didn't know.
Out of all.
I personally, I can't say he was the best until I know he's the best.
Yeah.
He did.
Nah, there's a lot of shit named Roosevelt. And like, I did do my history. I live in a.
Not you, I'm talking to Mikey.
I live in a neighborhood built by this motherfucker. Anyway, before we keep getting more off track, we are going to close this one out and we are going to tell you to tune into Black Girl Confidential. We will be closing out for our evening. We'll be back tomorrow with another hot episode of Anime Court. Tomorrow, much like today, we're going to be talking about vampires, except tomorrow we're going to dial in and focus on one vampire in specific. One nigga who may or may not have done something. And I can't tell you how I feel.
He did something.
However, I can tell you, being a good husband does not always qualify you as not being a criminal. Sometimes two things are right. Nope,
Right.
you blanked yourself out.
My innocent sign. You can't.
He did
I
nothing
just want to
wrong.
say,
I'll do it again.
listen, we're gonna save this argument because we only got a few minutes before Black Girl Confidential come on, and I get yelled at for oh, okay, it's a replay, but still tune in. Yeah. It's going to be a great episode tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode is going to include all of his crimes, all the things that we think that he's done, or all the things that, they think that he hasn't done. But we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in for Black Girl Confidential tonight. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. We will see you at BlerdCon in 2025. I will see you at Anime USA this weekend. Mikey will see you at GalaxyCon. T will see you at DreamCon. We have a full schedule. So
at BlerdCon, because if you love me, you want to get another dose of me, you can catch me at 4 p.m. for a panel, 8 p.m. for a panel, 11 p.m. for a panel, all on Friday. And then on
All
Sunday,
night
you can
long,
catch
T
me
is
on
gonna
a
be booked.
panel. Then Sunday, you can catch me on a panel for BlerdxCon at 2 p.m.
God damn, I forgot you had that many panels.
Yeah.
Listen,
She working.
T is a working girl and she stays booked and busy. And if you want to see her, come back and see her here. Come back and see her at BlerdCon, see her at DreamCon, see her at all her places where she's going to drop all her hopeful places where she can be found in a second. You can find me back here at Instagram or BlerdxTrapHouse, at TikTok, BlerdxTrapHouse, on Facebook at UNAB Network. Mikey, bad guy, villain, where can they find you?
On any and all social media, Fluke the Villain, literally at Fluke the Villain. Same thing for Twitch and anything I might be streaming in. Actually, that's it.
That's it. That's where you find that, man. Miss Tioni, please tell these people where to find you. Ooh, as she picks up a potato.
This is not a potato. It's not a potato. Stop it. Anyway, you can find me, Miss Tioni, at all my social medias. If you watched our videos previously, that's had all my information. As you can see, I am not at my current layout because of things and situations, and mental health is important. So take care of your mental health and take a day or a weekend to yourself because it is very important for you to just get relaxed and reloaded and ready to not kill everyone on a day-to-day basis.
Right on the money, girl. Right on the money. Shona, where can they find you at, my brother?
Oh, well, you can find me here in the Trap House or anywhere online as Shona20, of course. And that is about it.
That's about it. That's where you can catch them. Jay Will, where can they find you at, my boy?
J Will the Gent everywhere. If I'm there, that's probably it. That's it. If it ain't if it's J Will the Gent, it's more than likely me.
If you type it in and see a nigga, that's him. just follow it. Follow it, like it, subscribe. Princess Monohoke, where can they find you?
Anywhere, everywhere. Just Princess, no space, Monohoke. Much like all of those before me, I am everywhere this name shall be.
All right. And as you can find them everywhere their names shall be, we will be back here every weekend. Again, as T said, take care of your mental health. We can't wait to see you at more of the places that we will be, and we can't wait to see you next weekend. Honestly, we can't wait to see you tomorrow. So if you got time, stick around 5 minutes, see Black Girl Confidential, and tomorrow, join us at 7 p.m. So until then.